Well, hi again. This is the second video for the introduction to the economics. Introduction to the introduction to economics course, ECO 210, online version basically. I would like to talk more on the flexible of the course. That part is actually kind of like that principle is basically kind of taken by me, considering courses are usually kind of contain a single element. I mean, they need to give their students some knowledge or some skill, and then test that skill or knowledge in a particular way. But ideally, I think courses should provide some different paths for students with different interests and different abilities also. Of course, in some cases, for example, in case of driving, that might not much be possible, but in other courses it might very well be possible to provide options for the students to learn multiple skills or different knowledge on different aspects of the course, and students might basically choose what they want to learn in the course. Of course, in mostly we might say a course might be somewhere in between, provide some core knowledge, but also some additional knowledge from which, I mean, either instructor can pick which one to teach in that semester, or maybe in some cases also some resources provided by instructor may allow the students to pick which which subject is more interesting for them and learn choose to learn from these additional subjects or additional skills. In addition to that, it might also be possible that time-wise, either or in some cases also, in terms of the type of coursework they provide, the course might be give options to the students with how they will show they learn what they need to learn to pass from this course. And as much as possible, I want to provide this flexibility in the course. Of course, courses might have limits. This is the course where those limits are most substantial. So this is by far my most classical, typical course. But still, even in this course, I try to provide some flexibility as much as the course allows me. And you will see them in the coming lecture slides. Okay, these are some additional principles. So let me move this again to somewhere here, maybe. Okay. As much as possible, I want my students to learn background of the information given, not the information you see in the course. The theories, the models, they are not kind of the stable models, but they are developed by some scientists, in this case social scientists, and there are also discussions on them, and some alternatives are also being proposed. As much as possible, I want to give some information on this background of what is told in the course, though that background is not asked in exams. And then, if possible, I also want my students to use information they have learned in the course to build an opinion or discuss practical problems. I have, in some questions I ask, you might need to do this opinion building and discussion in a very, very limited sense. you don't need to write full sentence essays, but maybe a paragraph where you need to express your opinion or make a very small discussion. But again, in this course, this opinion building and discussion is done in a very limited sense. And then also, my students need to be able to criticize and critically evaluate what is being taught as much as possible. Again, in a very limited sense, sometimes I do this also in this course. I require you to do this in this course, but again, in a very limited sense. This is the required book and moments. In strict sense, you don't need this book, which means actually I won't require you to open the book and find a particular question and solve that question. But especially as people who are not familiar with economics, this course is likely to increase your ability to learn much. Well, compared with the case when you don't use this book. So I would strongly suggest you to buy the book, although it's not strictly speaking required. The book is more pedagogic. I mean, it is written by authors that are kind of specialized in this type of textbook writing for undergraduate students, and then also it is, if you can see, it is 12th edition, so it has been revised again and again and again, so it is more pedagogic than my lecture slides basically, which is just prepared by myself, not by a team provided by a company. So it is Principles of Economics, Case, Fair, and Oster, and it is available in the library reference section. And it was able to, at the beginning of, when I was teaching 2 years, started teaching 2 years ago, I have checked this, and it was you were able to buy it online. If you can't buy it online now, tell me, and I will look. I will check it again, and I will learn. Well, what you should do now to buy it online, or if you can't buy it online, then I will try to provide you open you some option to get the book online. And PowerPoint slides will be, including this one, will be uploaded to the OPTI class, so you can view them. It's possible to review the PowerPoint slides. And this is the grading of the course. 20% is given for the assignments, 40% is given to each exam. There are 2 exams, and 3% is given to the movie review. This is something I have started last semester, and I'm continuing it this semester also. The movie review assignments. And assignments, and here I'm talking about the regular assignments. There are alternative assignments, we will talk on them in a minute. They are like unofficial study guide for the exams. The exam questions will be similar to the assignment questions. So I will strongly suggest you to at least look and try to solve all assignments. You are not required to do so, by the way. You will see that in a minute. But even though you are not required, I will recommend you to do so. And also, by making all assignments or getting as close as you can get, you can almost make sure that you got this 20% point in the course. So, video lectures. We will have a video lecture like this one every week. And at the beginning, I would like to introduce a practical problem through a video or through a newspaper article and discuss this practical problem. This semester, actually, we have COVID, so COVID-19 might be related to the discussions we have throughout the course, how we can learn, we can relate what we have learned in this course to relate various aspects of the COVID-19 crisis. And it has many, even though it's a health crisis, it has many economic aspects, and in many cases, actually, as you see, the economic aspects of the crisis and the health aspects of the crisis are in conflict with each other. Should we more care on the economics or health is a question. The interesting thing is, of course, COVID-19 is one aspect that is affecting health. Economic system, when it is especially not working well enough, can affect health of the people in different ways, and that's another interesting aspect of this crisis, and that's what this crisis has taught to the people. And then I will talk on the background information on the basically topic we are going to see in that video lecture. And then we will look to the maths if necessary. I have put this for the American people who were not that much informed on the math and whose math knowledge were very, very diversified, because each state there has a different type of education system. If necessary, I would like to introduce the math we will use in that lecture before we move on to the central topic, which makes kind of the central topic. It's easier for the American students to understand the central topic, basically, of the course of that lecture. And then we have the main parts, and then we have the practice questions. And well, maybe we might have a part in some lectures which provide discussion on the related issues. If time permits, that means actually if the video has not already been too long without them. And actually, I can also spread some discussions and some issues related to what we cover to the main part. I mean, we might have some data to look at related to what we cover in the main part, and we might also look to some cases related to what we have seen in the main part. So discussion on the related issues might also be within the main part, not necessarily at the end of the video lecture. Okay. So assignments, they will be given each week on Friday, except this week and the last week. You have 2 weeks to complete them and have to submit them before Saturday midnight, 2 weeks later. There will be 12-13 assignments. 3 out of 12-13 will be taken. These are regular. There will be 12-13 regular assignments. And they will contain, each regular assignment will contain 10 short answer questions and 1 analytical question. So, by the way, there will be 12-13 regular assignments. There will be equal number of alternative assignments also. So in total, you will have 24 to 26 assignments. And from this 24 and 26 assignments, 2 assignments per week, you still need to do 3. So you need to you need to submit 3 assignments out of 24 or 26 assignments. Actually, it will be 26 this semester. I think it will be 24 in this semester, because there won't be any assignment in the last week. I thought maybe I can put also assignment to the last week. In that case, it can be 26. So I have already introduced you the regular assignments. In the next video, next session, let's say, I will start introducing you the alternative assignments, what they are about. So see you in the next video.